This is a Rogue Media Network podcast.
Welcome back to another episode of No Waco. This is your host, Debbie. Welcome back to another episode of No Waco. I'm your host, Debbie, and today we have some very special guests here in the studio. Go ahead and introduce yourselves.
Hello, I am Norma, owner of Norma's Blooming Bike.
And I am Frankie Montalongo, Norma's husband and a local photographer that
Yay.
is from the area. Yeah.
Co-owner of Norma's Blooming
Co-owner
Bike.
of Norma's Blooming Bike.
Yes, the most important one.
Yes.
No, the most important title is Norma's husband,
No,
right?
Yeah,
exactly.
there you go. That's the
Like,
one.
who's that? Norma's husband, that's who.
That's who it is.
Well, Norma, you've been on the show before, so you're a show
Yes.
veteran. But Frankie, this is your first time.
Yes.
So the first question I like to ask people when they're on the show is, what brought you to Waco, or are you a Waco native?
I am from Waco. Well, from Belmead. For those that want to be particular. But yeah, I'm from Waco. Grew up here and have always been here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you've been able to see a lot of change in your many years,
Yeah.
or not so many years,
Yeah.
here in Waco.
Many years.
And now you guys are entrepreneurs and business owners and creatives, and really just movers and shakers in our community. So I bet it's been amazing. So Norma, you got started with your blooming bike. So tell me
Yeah.
about it. We're here. Tell me some more updates. What we got going on.
I think the last time we were here, it was still like our first year of
Mm-hmm.
business. So we're 3 years in, going on our 4th year, and we are actually now, our flower shop is inside of Cultivate 712. We're the
Whoop,
front
whoop.
half of Cultivate. It's so exciting. Have a flower shop and an art gallery, and then other small shops in the back. It's been a really good change. We're so excited about being in downtown Waco. Yeah, I mean, we still have all of the markets going on. Waco has just really embraced us. We are really busy with
Yeah.
Baylor events as well. We were going to have a family weekend event at Baylor, but Baylor ended up canceling it because of the
weather.
Yeah.
Texas weather.
But last weekend we were at Howdy at Herd, and wow, that was so fun. It was a
Yeah.
huge event.
That
It
was
was so full.
so busy.
Yeah. Baylor's like insane here, honestly. But yeah, and just the community. We're always at the farmers market again. We take a break during the summertime.
Because it's too hot.
It's way
Yeah.
too hot.
We die, the flowers die.
Yeah.
All of the above.
No. But yeah, farmers market. We're at the shop Tuesday through Saturday as well. So yeah, that's pretty much what's been going on with the blooming bike. Just constantly growing and bringing flowers to people, and yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
And so we're already most of the way through 2023, surprisingly. We are already halfway through September. What is one of your goals to achieve by the end of the year?
Oh gosh, that's a really good question, honestly.
And it could be qualitative, quantitative.
Yeah. I think I realize that a lot of the people in Waco, if they aren't students or regular attendees of the farmers market, they don't really know that we're here. So I think that would be a good goal of mine, is to let the entire Waco community know that we are here, we exist. Come get some flowers. Come buy your flowers with us for any occasion. We offer like same day delivery with DoorDash, so you can literally order on the DoorDash app. But
You
I
don't
think
have to
that
worry
would be
about
a
after
good
that.
goal. Yeah, that would be
Yeah.
a really good goal. Along with starting up the NAMI Waco organization, which is the National Alliance of Mental Illness.
Is it Alliance or Association?
I think it's Alliance.
I don't It's okay.
It's,
One
yeah,
of those.
but yeah, I was also starting that up because we are focused on mental health. With the flower cart, we like to say we're advocating for mental health through flowers.
Aw,
But
I
I
love
know
that.
that is something that we need to push a little more.
Yeah.
And I think with bringing NAMI to Waco, is a perfect way to go. So that way we can start having support groups for people
I love
that
that.
just need a community, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what are some of your goals with that? What are you looking for? What are you
Yeah.
needing right now?
So right now we're needing to find leaders, volunteers. This is a nonprofit organization, so we're needing to have volunteers come in and take on some leadership roles. We need about 4 or 5 4 to 6 people, let's say, in these leadership roles. I think we have about 2 other people along with myself, so 3 of us total. So we're halfway there.
Yay. Whoop, whoop.
And yeah, that's honestly what we need right now before we move on to the next steps. Once we have, because we are just under the umbrella of NAMI Texas, we will lean on NAMI Texas a lot for a lot of the support and a lot of the basically what all we need to have done. The structure will fall under them. But yeah, that's kind of more or less what we're looking for.
Yay! I'm so excited about that.
Yeah.
No, that's fantastic. Did you want to share anything on that, Frankie?
Yeah.
On NAMI, I'm excited. Something like that is like coming to Waco because I'm sure a lot of people are missing that kind of stuff and don't even know where to go or how to get started with that.
And those resources,
Yeah, and that's something that the leader of NAMI Texas did let me know, that they've had lots of inquiries for the community here in Waco.
Wow.
A lot of people have been looking for just a community. A community to have people who might be struggling with the same thing, even if it's not exactly the same mental health issue. They are looking just for a community, someone to lean on, someone to kind of understand, like, hey, I'm struggling with you. You're not alone. And I think that that's what's really important. And I think that that's kind of the driving force behind it all, because it is a lot of work to get started, but it's definitely something that keeps me motivated and it makes me want to continue the process and continue growing it, even though it is a challenge.
I do think that it needs to be more of a normal, that people know that they're not alone.
Right.
Because up until a few years ago, I didn't know.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, oh, so this is normal for me to like feel like this.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not
It's
the
just
only one.
normal.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. We all struggle with something.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's kind of what we want
It's really
to
cool.
bring to Waco.
Yeah, and with that, just on the other hand, I know you talked about like there just being a need here, but why do you think it's so important that it is here in our Waco community?
We have, how big is Waco? How big is our population?
254,000?
Yeah, like all of these
254.
people, all of these people don't have a place to kind of like a support group to lean on. I feel like that's a lot of people, and for there not to be a support group, like it's a need. It's totally a need. It's not more or less of like, it's not a second guess if there's a need. There's actually a need. Yeah. And I know the organizer, the leader of NAMI Texas has let me know that they've spoken with the psychology department at Baylor, and Baylor also gets lots of inquiries about needing the support groups, the resources. And that's kind of what we want to be, a hub for that. We hope to have like a corner at the flower shop with all of the resources, all of the information, and also like the flower shop cultivate, hosting the support groups. Like that's where you meet in downtown Waco area. I think we're honestly the perfect people to kind of start it up. I think we have a good location and kind people in our building that can really be supportive.
Yeah, and that's fantastic. And you've done workshops and stuff before. You even just had a flower crown workshop, so just that community building. I know you have some plans for some other ones coming up, if you want to share about those as well.
Yeah, we have a fall arrangement workshop coming. What we're going to do is basically a pumpkin decorated with flowers and succulents. I've put it on the calendar where it's close enough to the holiday so it could work as a centerpiece as well. And we also will have a wreath making workshop for Christmas time. And it'll be early December for that. I think it's December 8th. I don't know the dates right off the top of my head, but I think it's December 8th for that one. So you have like the full month to have your pretty wreath on your door.
I love that. That'll be fantastic. All right, perfect. Well, with that, we're going to take a quick commercial break and then we'll be right back.
Cool.
Perfect.
And now for a word from our sponsors.
Hi, and welcome to Bustles and Bangers with your hostess, Rachel and Christopher.
I love it when you say my name.
And you didn't say hi.
I didn't. You just kept going. I'm going to introduce the book. I'm not reading it. It's because I don't like reading.
Girls like cowboy butts, and those jeans don't hide anything. Find us on Instagram at Bustles and Bangers or on roguemedianetwork.com.
Frozen, heroes. Gonna tell you about frozen heroes. Gonna tell you about.
Hey, I'm Zach.
And I'm Mike.
And we have a fantastic new podcast to tell you about. Bros, Foes, and Heroes. It's the two of us looking into the world of comics, breaking down some characters that you may have never heard of, and some that are just absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah, so Zach comes up with a character each time, and I go into it just completely blind. I don't know who this person is or what their abilities are or anything, and basically I guess we kind of go over their origin story and just some of the ridiculous stuff that maybe, especially Golden Age stuff.
Oh, Golden Age stuff is always the best, and we will make sure to highlight all of the shenanigans and just absolute weirdness of everything.
Yeah, that's right. So subscribe today and follow us on Instagram at Bros, Foes, Heroes.
And if you don't, I know where you live. Not really, but please subscribe.
Frozen heroes. Gonna tell you about frozen heroes. Gonna tell you about.
Hey, I'm Blair.
And I'm Brittany. And we're the host of
By the Cover Podcast.
We cover everything from mysteries, thrillers, romance, chick lit, and even some smut.
Don't forget the smut.
Yeah.
We're so excited to get this thing going and share this with you guys. We've been talking about this for months, and it's finally happening.
Yes.
Special shout out to Rogue Media for helping us with this.
For sure. You can find us on Instagram at bythecover_podcast.
You can also find us on Facebook and TikTok, so don't forget to give us a follow on those two also.
And we are so excited to dive into some of our favorite books and share those with you.
We can't wait. Hope you love it. And now, back to the episode.
All right, and we're back. So we were just talking about the exciting organization that Norma is working on forming here in our community to help have some more mental health resources and support groups for people that really need it here in Waco, along with some other updates with your business and how it's booming and blooming. Norma's Blooming Bike, obviously. Well, we're so excited that you're back at the farmers market on Saturday, so I'm sure a bunch of people will be out there, weather permitting.
Right. Yeah.
But one of the first questions I love to ask when we get back from break is, what would you like to see more of in Waco? I know we talked about there's already a need here and your business is growing, but what is something you would like to see?
Wow,
I would like to see more more groupings, like they started doing the Waco Farmers Market on the Bridge
Wednesday
Street.
night, yes.
Wednesday night. I think that's a really good idea.
I think that starts this Wednesday, right?
Yeah, it's
Yay! Oh, yesterday.
Yeah.
So this will be out next weekend. So check it out on Wednesday.
Yeah.
And then I know they did the summer music thing on Saturdays.
For the
I
Live
didn't
It
get to go to that,
program.
but it looked like it was a really good event.
Yeah, tonight's the Harambe Revival. They're doing that over there in the East Plaza. They'll be doing live music and vendors, and it'll be all weekend too.
Wow.
So
Awesome. Cool.
it's crazy getting to see all the stuff popping up.
Yeah, I think that's what I like seeing the most of since I grew up here. Like seeing all the
All the
new stuff popping up.
events.
Yeah.
I think that's the best part.
I think I would say the same thing, honestly. The community events, seeing them pop up and just having more of them. Like, if anyone has ideas on something to do, be the person to start it.
Yeah.
I think that's the perfect way to put it. It's
The
I
little-
want to see.
The slogan I say is always, be the Waco you want to see.
Yeah,
So.
exactly.
I know it's hard a lot of times because it's hard
Oh,
for me.
yeah.
but
Yeah.
It's like, say something.
Yeah, do something. Bring, there's so much room to grow in Waco.
I
There
love
really,
that.
really is.
Yeah.
So it's perfect. And it reminds me now, it's like, I know that there isn't a ton of the art scene for any particularly Hispanic groups.
Yeah.
And so going on to what Frankie has
Yes.
to do and say, what he's bringing on himself, it's perfect. It's the perfect example of what we want to see more of in
do what you
Waco.
want to do. So Frankie, you do photography. Tell me about your business, what you've been doing, and what are kind of your plans and goals?
So I've been doing it since like I've been doing it since I was like 15, 16.
Wow.
I got my first camera in like 2012.
Oh, wow.
Give or take. I've been kind of on and off with it lately, or for that long anyways.
Yeah.
Mostly because of my mental health. I was doing it a lot when I first started up, and I just kind of burnt myself out and lost the love for it. But it's still there. I'm committing to it now, and like slowly trying to keep where it going. I made a new Instagram page for my photography alone, so it's Yo Soy Fame Photo. So yeah, if you guys want to follow and DM inquiry about it.
Yeah, and you just did the fall photo shoot for Norma's, of course, which those photos came out absolutely amazing. I'm not just saying that because I'm in one of them. But your work is really good. And I know you have some ideas about doing like an immigrant series, really just bringing that to Waco. So what's with that?
So next September, I'm planning on doing a series. I'm not quite sure what it'll be on. I'm wanting to do immigrants. It's hard to kind of have them feel comfortable with like doing that, and but I will do some kind of like Hispanic Latin kind of culture thing
to go with September, the month, obviously.
So next September at Cultivate 712, I will have a series there next September.
Yay!
So. Tomorrow is the first day of Hispanic Heritage Month.
Yeah,
so
tomorrow. I was checking. I was like, I think it's like middle of the month. But I'm so glad to have you guys on, and just being leaders in the community too, and just taking that time to really just cultivate that community. I always say the word, but I'm sure that will be a really great opportunity. What are some of the things you would like to do with your business? Are you wanting to do more professional, commercial?
I think I'd like to do more like portraits, kind of life events. Even just like we got married in Spain this past March, and I took photographs of our friends and stuff like that there. It's like amazing to see people having fun and kind of like having those core memories like with a picture, and you kind of get to experience that every time you see it. Anything and everything honestly. Commercial, I'm open to like learning. Like I of course do stuff for Norma, and I've had other clients that have hired me as well. So I'm pretty open to anything. Still kind of finding my foot in the like what I want to do. But
I think one thing that really drives him, I noticed that makes him really excited, is documentary style photography.
I love that.
So he loves documenting, whether it's like an event, but you kind of look at the photos and it tells a story. And I think that's kind of what motivates him a lot. Especially like with our wedding, we have the entire process in photos, even though we don't have a full video of everything. We have leaving the airport, getting to the airport, being in Madrid, being in Seville, being in all of these different places. We have photos drinking a beer at our favorite pizza spot, and so it's pretty much documenting everything. So
I love that.
And I think that what a lot of photographers don't do or miss out on doing is when like they book a family for portraits, they don't take individual photos of like each person. And I always try to make sure I do that. It's one of them like requirements for myself. Sometimes they don't want to do that, so I don't force them, but I try to do that every single time.
I love that. Well, that's absolutely fantastic. And again, it's so cool just seeing the entrepreneurial spirit and just getting to do that. And again, just being another resource in the community. We always need photographers and people documenting just life events and events in general, especially with us wanting to have more events in downtown Waco, of course, and in Waco in general. But that's absolutely amazing. Do you guys have anyone in the community you maybe want to shout out? Anybody that's helped you along this journey? Anybody else like that? I always say you can shout out your mom, your dog, or your grandma. So
I was gonna be like, thanks, mom.
Thanks, mom.
Dad.
Thanks, dogs.
My brother, Jonah, he's always kind of helped me like not care what people think, even though I still struggle with it. But he's like, dude, just do what you want to do. Like he's
a constant reminder.
He got me into shows and stuff like concerts. It's like one of my passions. I love doing that.
I love that. And for you, anybody want to shout out?
Geez. My husband, he's always got my back. He always has my back, always there to help. And I mean, It's been great. Yeah.
I'm all the family, thank you.
Yes.
Seriously.
Everybody in the family.
Seriously.
You can't forget them.
Yeah.
You'll get an angry voicemail after the episode.
We heard it, that you were thanking people and you didn't thank us.
But yeah, well, that's really amazing. Is there anything else you want to share with our listeners today?
Help somebody out.
Yay.
Give a compliment, something.
Yeah.
All right.
Just share a compliment or something. Make their day.
Even if it's like someone loading the car, it's just like, hey, just give them an extra hand. They're like, back off. Like, okay, just.
Oh, sorry.
Just tried. At least try,
Yeah, I love that. And of course, last but not least, plug yourselves. Give us all the social medias, where we can find you, where you can get your website, where we can order flowers. Give us all the things.
So everything social media wise is at Norma's Blooming Bike. For the flower shop, of course, you can order your flowers on our website, normasblooming.com. Inquiry information, everything is on our website. You can also order on DoorDash for same day, quick, fast delivery. And yeah, that's everything for me, Frankie.
Yo soy Fame Photo, YOSOYFAME Photo, Gmail. Instagram. Gmail. Yo soy Fame is my personal if you want to follow. But
yeah. All right, perfect. Well, thank you guys so much for coming on today.
Thank you for having us.
Find us everywhere on all social media platforms, KNOW_Waco. Check us out at roguemedianetwork.com, and we're on YouTube under Rogue Media Network. Check out nowaco.com.
This has been a Rogue Media Network production.